today I'm going to be teaching you all about skin cancer. So basically skin cancer is just the abnormal growth of cells, and there's three most common types: basal cell carcinoma, melanoma, and squamous cell carcinoma. Can you guys see those?
Mm-hmm.
So just talking about different preventions that you can do to prevent getting skin cancer is seek the shade, especially between 10 and 4 p.m. Don't get sunburned. Just avoiding it altogether, especially before you're the age of 18, it can really help you in preventing getting skin cancer. Avoiding tanning and never using tanning beds, and then covering up with clothing. Clothing is a great way to protect yourself from skin. Sometimes clothing will actually say like SPF 40, like just for a t-shirt. And then also using broad-brimmed hats and then sunglasses as well. And then just using a broad spectrum sunscreen, at least 15 or higher SPF, but preferably higher if you're going to be out in the sun for a long period of time. So I'm just going to show this little video now. It's just about what people wish they would have known when they were younger that have been exposed to skin cancer now.
16-year-old me. This is where they took the cancer out. It was something called melanoma.
It's called malignant melanoma.
Malignant melanoma.
Malignant. That's not a very friendly word.
You'll be diagnosed when you're 28.
18,
36,
29.
22.
It's a tumor that starts in your skin cells, the cells that give your hair and skin color.
It's not just skin cancer.
Well, it is,
Well, it is.
but not just the.
Cut it out and it'll be fine, kind of, unfortunately.
It's the kind that you have to catch before it spreads.
Because it spreads so fast.
So fast.
To places like your liver, your lungs, your brain. Yours will be a really rare kind in your left eye, and that's when you'll find out.
That melanoma can show up on your tongue, the palms of your hands, and the soles of your feet.
Your doctors will tell you you're lucky that you caught it early.
Yours will tell you that you need aggressive treatment.
I'll have to tell you, it might take a year of chemotherapy.
And you'll need to do some of the injections yourself.
Dear 16-year-old me,
You're doing okay.
you're strong.
But there are some things I want you to know.
I wish I'd known.
That one bad sunburn before you turn 18,
Doubles your chances of developing melanoma.
That fair skin and red hair means that you're at a higher risk of getting it.
As if ginger people didn't have enough problems.
That you're at higher risk if you've got more than 50 moles.
and if you have a weakened immune system or a family history of skin cancer.
I want you to know the outlook is very good if you can catch it early.
But you have less than a 10% chance of surviving more than 5 years if we don't.
Dear 16-year-old me, spend more time with family. They mean everything.
If I had one piece of advice for you, don't start the tanning bed. I know you want a healthy glow, but it's going to double my chances of getting melanoma.
Sunscreen.
Yes, I agree. It's a huge pain in the.
Okay. So, what did you guys think of that video?
Wear sunscreen.
Yeah, even though it's like such a simple thing, it makes a huge difference. And when you're younger, you might not think about it, but then it can happen so quickly when you're older. And it's not just a little thing. Like, you hear about people getting skin cancer and just getting it cut out, but there's different types, and some of them can just spread so rapidly. So some advice on catching it early is examine your skin once a month, and then they also recommend seeing a dermatologist for a professional exam at least once a year. And so for doing a self-examination, it's an easy way to remember it is remembering the ABCDE. So asymmetry, so it should look symmetrical. If it looks asymmetrical, then that's not a good sign. The borders should be even. If they're uneven, then that's not a good sign either. It should be all one color. You shouldn't see multiple colors on one mole. And then it should be smaller than 1/4 of an inch. So that's like about the size of an eraser at the end of a pencil, they say. And then it shouldn't be evolving. If you see it changing at all, then you should definitely get it looked at. And so some questions I wanted to go over. How soon should you apply sunscreen before you go outside?
15 minutes. 20? An hour?
So you're all really close. It's 15 minutes, so the sunscreen can really soak in before you go outside. At least 15, they say. And then while outside, how often should you reapply, you think?
Every 2?
I think it's every 2, but if you're in water, it's like right after.
Yeah, so every 2 hours. But I feel like if you're in water, yeah, it could come off. So just being aware of how hot it is and what kind of SPF you put on in the first place. And then what are the most damaging times of day to be outside?
Whenever he went out.
So 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. they say are the most damaging times for there's high amounts of UV rays. And then do you think overcast days have high amounts of UV rays?
No,
because
you
the
can't see the sun.
The sun.
Yeah, but actually 80% can still make it through the clouds. So even on an overcast day, you should still be aware that you can be getting skin damage. And sometimes I feel like in my experience, I haven't felt it. And so I don't put on sunscreen, I don't reapply, and those are the days I end up getting the most, like, the worst sunburn. So thank you guys for listening. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay, thank you.